Hello and welcome to today's edition of the News in Brief. In the headlines, government withdraws controversial luxury vehicle tax. Ghana currently produces excess electricity, according to Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta. Visiting U.S. Speaker Nancy Pelosi lays wreath at Nkrumah Memorial Park. And ex-workers of Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi Mine picket at company head office in Accra. Government has withdrawn the controversial luxury vehicle tax introduced last year to help raise revenue for government projects. The Minister of Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta, made the disclosure on Monday when he presented the mid-year budget review to Parliament. Also in Parliament, the Finance Minister said Ghana is producing excess electricity following government's successful resolution of the inconsistent power supply.
The luxury vehicle tax was introduced in July last year to levy vehicles with big engine capacities, partly to raise government revenues, control emissions and reduce the impact of climate change. The introduction of the tax met with protests and later demonstrations as car owners and garages protested its negative impact on their pockets and businesses. In Parliament, the Finance Minister said government has noted suggestions from the general public on the implementation of the tax, and that as a listening government, we are proposing to the House the withdrawal of the levy.
Mr. Speaker, review of luxury vehicles levy. Government in 2018 introduced the luxury vehicles levy to raise revenue. We have noted suggestions from the general public on the implementation of this tax, and Mr. Speaker, as a listening government, we are proposing to the House the withdrawal of the luxury tax levy.
Also in Parliament, the Finance Minister said Ghana is producing excess electricity following government's successful resolution of the inconsistent power supply.
We are facing serious challenges in the energy sector that, Mr. Speaker, pose great financial risk to the whole economy. At the heart of these challenges, Mr. Speaker, are the obnoxious take-or-pay contracts signed by the NDC, which obligate us to pay for capacity we do not need. We must urgently, Mr. Speaker, address these challenges to protect the hard-earned economic gains we have made in the past 2.5 years and continue with our economic growth and job agenda to improve the lives of Ghanaians.
The Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives, Ms. Nancy Pelosi, and a congressional delegation touring Ghana have laid a wreath at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park.
The 14-member delegation was welcomed by the director of the Memorial Park, Alhaji Abubakar Isa Osman, and the wreath-laying gesture was to pay solemn respects on behalf of the government and people of the United States. They also signed the Book of Condolence. They walked towards the giant statue of Dr. Nkrumah, and together they laid the wreath in front of it as they said a prayer, holding hands together and taking photographs in front of the statue.
Together, the story.
A number of ex-workers of Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi Mine who were retrenched in 2013 and 2014 have begun picketing at the front of the company's head office, Gold House in Accra.
According to the workers, the action is to back demands for the payment of what they say are outstanding compensations. Clad in red garments, the demonstrators said they wanted an immediate meeting with the Chief Executive Officer of the company, Kelvin Dashniski, from July 29 to August 1, 2019, to be informed of when the payments would start. The notice to the management was received by Mrs. Priscilla Bobie, Senior Manager Human Resource, Anglo Gold Ashanti Ghana Obuasi Mine. The company later denied the workers' claims.
That's all we have for you in today's edition of the News in Brief. For more news, you can log on to graphic.com.gh or you can follow us on Facebook at Daily Graphic Ghana. My name is Juliet Echansaf. Thank you for watching.